I like the fact that we've not even started and FOF87 in the Patreon comments. If you want to become a patron of the James and Flav for Now podcast, you can do that, and you can
early promo there from Flav.
Very straight in. Link. No, but FOF's just gone. Why do people always ask if someone can play 3 games in a week when it's clearly 2 games a week? I heard this on this week's Ripple Effect, and it always annoys me.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. Was it me who said it?
No, hang on. The point isn't the point here, Jim. The point is FOF thinks he has an opinion, right? And that's the issue here. If you say 2 games a week, is it in any way impactful when talking about whether or not a demand on a player's body is significantly affected? If you say 3 games a week, everyone knows what you're talking about. Everyone knows what you're talking about. 2 games a week, they're like, this isn't a conversation.
He's got a point, though. Because technically it's not, is it? Unless you play on a Saturday and you've previously played on Sunday. So like a Liverpool playing on Saturday this week, for example. If they're playing on Saturday because they played on Sunday last week, which I think they're probably not. But if they were, then you are playing 3 games in a week. No
one's debating that he's incorrect. I agree with him. But that's not what we're trying to do here, are we? We're making a point about exertion on a player's body. That's what this conversation is, not the pedantry that Foff is talking about here. Okay. Saturday,
Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
As Mazza says here, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, that is a 3-game week.
Mate, you obviously weren't listening to what you just said. That's exactly what I just fucking said.
Well, what's swearing? That's unnecessary.
Sorry. Especially in a sponsored podcast. More on that later. More on that later, lads and ladies. But yeah, lots to talk about. Lots of great comments. You guys have. We've got some madness in there. I'll be honest. Top comment. A lot of people upset with yourself, Flav. We're going to talk about Arsenal. Although Flav, before we start recording, is saying that he will not speak on Arsenal.
I don't understand why I have to. What are we doing here?
We're talking about the big, the big things going on, and Arsenal looking pretty sweet.
Well, I think
starchy. No, satiating. They're those satiating gunners. That's what we've got here right now.
I think you are really good at talking to the camera on your own. I've seen your YouTube channel before.
Let's flip it. You ask me some questions about Arsenal, and I'll answer them.
I can't do that either.
It's happening, isn't it? Why are you like? When you catch someone out and they can't, and they go, that's you, isn't it? Because you know something's happening here, I'm afraid.
I think we all know, don't we? That's the problem.
It feels, although Liverpool, good win. I talk about that as well. If only someone had said they should play 4-4-2.
No.
Feel free to go check that video.
Nothing can... go and check the video. There's nothing...
I've written Arsenal aren't messing about. Would you agree with that?
I just think they've bought the title, wouldn't they, really? You spend that kind of money.
There. Is that where we're going? Okay.
Yeah, someone said, we need Semenyo, final piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Like, what do you mean? How many pieces of jigsaw puzzle do you need? How many final bits of the jigsaw puzzle do you need? They are very well organised. And I've banged this drum for a long, long time, have an incredible coach. He's a wanker, but he's incredible. And they don't deserve it as a fan base. They don't deserve this because they wanted him out several times. They wanted him out, all of them at some stage, questioning whether or not Arteta was the right man for the job.
I'd love to know, I'd like to get a calm take from an Arsenal fan. I think Mazza's Arsenal, isn't he?
Yep.
So Mazza, as someone willing and able to be a moisty and listen to, a Spurs man, what would you say over Arteta's tenure has been the highest percentage of Arsenal fans collectively wanting him out?
Yeah, if you had to across the board, how much of a percentage of all Arsenal fans? Realistically, I would say
they had that bad start, didn't they? They had two bad he was sort of like he was working to 8th, and then they finished 5th today. Was it before that? Before they missed out to you?
So really, it's about the percentage that has never wanted him out. How small is that?
Oh right, is that what you? Oh right, is that what you'd like? Right, sorry.
Oh, I mean, they're both the same answer, really, isn't it? So I would say there is 4% of Arsenal fans that at no stage wanted him out of the football club. I would say.
Okay, that's your. All right, I would disagree with that. I'll be honest.
Well, you don't disagree by giving me a different percentage.
Well, okay, because I think the thing with that is I don't think it's a cliff you can. It's a sort of ramp you've got to walk up, and then you've got to jump off. So you could walk up a couple of steps up the ramp just to see and sort of explore the idea of life without Arteta, but to truly jump off. You know, when there's a moment where it's like, nah, enough now. It's got I can't do this anymore.
What percentage is that?
Yeah, I would say probably some of the fair weather guys. I mean, you've got a couple of hotspots. You've got back end of last season where people going, and I love this, by the way, and it's something I was thinking about a lot at the moment. It's so hilarious how when people touch on the winner's mentality, when someone who's like myself, it's just like you're just like a blob, and you go, that's the problem with Mikel. I can't, there's no other way I'm going to be able to sugarcoat it. He needs to be told he's not got a winner's mindset. This guy lives and breathes football, wants every margin, and we have the audacity to go, look, he's not a winner. That's the thing with Southgate. He's not a winner.
I'm not going to I'm not going to specifically say the person, but I was in the company with someone who said that Arsenal have everything, and Arteta has everything that he needs in order to win. The only thing, or something along these lines, is, but do they have the will to win? And I'm like,
what does that mean? It's amazing.
What are you? How do you It's not about that. They're fucking Premier League footballers. Yeah. They reach the zenith of competition. The zenith. Playing in the Premier League consistently is more difficult than any other competition, hands down. Hands down, across the board. There will be parts of the Champions League that most clubs might not even ever get to, where it's difficult. Semi-finals, maybe quarterfinals of the Champions League. You may never get this. For the vast majority of English players in the Premier League, they've reached the top. Of course, they have a will to win. They would not be there.
1%. They're the top 1% of the top 1%. But but I think critique is fine. You go, this isn't working, that isn't working. But when you go at people's dedication or or that winner's mentality, it's just I've not done anything unless you've done
I've got a beer gut.
Iron Man. You can't be saying it. You just can't be doing it. So yeah, I think the thing with the thing we got, one must beware Man City. I will be aware of that. Just to say,
that's what I'm hoping for. That is my hope. That is my hope.
Man City could be top of the league at the end of this weekend.
So what did you say?
Man City could be top of the league by the end of this weekend.
They look good. They look good. Pep Guardiola. People have forgotten that Pep Guardiola is an elite coach. It's almost like, I know he's done. That feels like the narrative that I've been. I called Man United. I called Manchester City at the start of the season, and I had to kind of renege a little bit on it inside because I thought, oh God, they don't look that good. Right. It's starting to kick in. And Haaland is just unplayable at the moment, and that's what I'm hoping for. That they have the will to win. And Arsenal don't.
I think one must beware Man City. So it's not kind of done, but that you have a guaranteed every game for Arsenal. You have a guarantee that they won't concede to, generally, and you have the guarantee that they will score a set piece. So they're one up in my mind before the game starts. Yeah.
It's so boring way to win, isn't it? But they are impeccable. The defending. They are. Look, this could be quite possibly, without Manchester City, the most boring Premier League win of all time.
This is so funny. I literally said that this week. I said this week, this is what people are going to start doing.
Is this what we want? Is it? This is the Premier League? Is it?
Is this what we as a collective want for our game?
Is this good for our brand? Is it? You want La Liga and you want Serie A to catch up to the Premier League? Do you? Because it's going to happen. No one's going to be tuning in from America to watch Arsenal pump it up the pitch.
Yeah. The Arsenal, there are a lot of American Arsenal fans, it would seem.
There's loads. No, look. All jokes aside, I'm more fearful than I have ever been this season about Arsenal's ability to win the league. I know it's not nice, praying for injuries.
Yeah,
big ones.
So yeah,
nice.
So you should, nice. And so you should. Yeah, it's an awkward time.
Jim.
Yes. Well.
Oh,
what's that? What you got there?
God, it's a Huel Black Edition chocolate high protein meal.
Gone chocolate. Good choice. I've gone with the vanilla today.
Vanilla, you say?
Oh yes. I
just find the chocolate hits the spot.
Today's podcast is sponsored by the lovely people at Huel. And you've been having Huel for some time.
Mate, I've been drinking this on this show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ages.
I think probably hopefully led to this wonderful deal because it's far more authentic.
It is.
But I've bought into it recently. Not because it's sponsored, because I'll tell you exactly why. So this week, every Tuesday, I have to go do the Premier League video. Then I've got a race to Spotify, and my time at Spotify is 12 till 3. Okay.
Jim, Jesus, all right.
And then this week after that, normally I either have to get home or this week I had to, and we can go back to Arsenal chat with this. I had to do a sort of like watch along thingy in a pub with Rory Talks Football of Arsenal TikTok fame. And what I have a problem with is that often I basically don't have a moment to eat. And then when you get the other side of, say, Spotify, I'm just like so hungry. I just eat rubbish. And so this week, because we were sponsored, I had Huel, right? And I was able to take it before the 12 o'clock, or drink it before the 12 o'clock. And this Black Edition one is so filling. This one's got 35 grams of protein, but I actually had the scoop ones, which is good as well because I'm actually trying to quit coffee, but there's like a coffee caramel flavor, which is really, really nice. And that has 40 grams of protein. So by the time I've eaten it, and I've had it, I'm really full.
Feels like a lot.
I'm surprised. And that's why, previously I didn't think I really got it. And then I did a bit of research on it, and they were saying that the Black Edition one's good because it's got more protein in it and less carbs. And for someone who's going on holiday soon and would like to lose a little bit of weight, it's decent for that because you're still getting all your nutrients and energy. But
I'm
you're
not
being
going on
full,
holiday.
which is important for me.
I love the fact that in the last sort of minute you've mentioned Premier League, you've mentioned Spotify, you mentioned going on holiday, you mentioned losing weight. I've got none of that, but I do want to lose a bit of weight. So, perfect.
But you're podcasting all the time. If you haven't got the time in between, because I think the thing for me is as much as it's like being healthy, it's feeling full.
But Mazza's just said this. He's just said protein fills you up more than other macros.
Exactly. So for someone who ate 6 eggs last week, which is that's healthy in its own way, but I don't think you're getting much fiber or vitamin A, D, E, K, C, B6, all sorts, zinc, iron, magnesium, calcium. No brittle bones for you, Flav.
Got a Nutri-Score of A.
There you go. So, and also a massive thank you. They've sent me loads of Huel, so I'm buzzing. And now with that mix of me understanding what I'm doing now, I'm in a good place.
I'm not mucking about. People think, this is an ad read.
Which
I've got Huel everywhere.
It is sponsored.
And we're not even talking about this.
Is that the pasta one?
Yeah.
See, I haven't tried the pasta one yet.
So look, get it. It's great. But so it's just, don't think, they're just phoning this in. No chance. No chance.
So all that said, thank you, Huel, for sponsoring the podcast this week. There's a unique code, James10, that you can utilize, and that will get you £10 off your trying Huel with your first order. Just add that code. Minimum order of value of 60 quid. But as I say, I would go for this Black Edition one because higher protein, lower carbs, so you're going to feel more full.
Interesting.
That's what I would do. And they got loads of lovely flavours. I like vanilla, and I like that coffee one because I don't have to have a coffee. So.
Interesting. What was that code?
Upset about the code. Thought it might be.
What was the code?
That's James 10. You add your code.
Yeah.
And
sorry, James 10 on the James and Flav for Now podcast, but the code is James 10.
Just look. It's shorter, isn't it? Flav is shorter than James.
Flav.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. Just use the QR code that's on your screen right now. You could use that as well. Happy days.
If anything, if there is a club that's the black edition
so filling,
of your...
I'm literally like, I've got a third of it left. Honestly, I know I sound like a, I don't want to swear, but like, it's now I get it. I'm going to actually get it now. I'm actually going to wait. Take my time.
There is a black edition of a club in the Premier League, it's got to be Arsenal.
It is Arsenal. Yeah, satiating. They're satiating Gunners. I was with Rory, and I was watching the Arsenal game, and I found it interesting because I was like, I don't really sit with Arsenal fans and watch football games, and obviously Arsenal as well. And what I found was he had these
sit with a bad person. Do you want to sit with a bad human being or not? That's why people don't.
I think that's unfair. But yeah, he. By the way, Huel, links in the description. Get involved. Thank you for sponsoring us, Huel. But yeah, what was interesting was that every so often he would say these like very bullish, confident sentences, right? And for me, as like a QPR fan, I was like, whoa. Like, he's basically saying, well, we should be winning it. We'll win this 2-0. Or like, well, we should be winning the quad. Like, but like, stuff like that.
That's what you were talking like.
That he sort of chuck out these sentences, and it's just like, oh, it's like I was catching a sort of stray of confidence that I just felt absolutely alien to me. But then he said, to be fair to him, he's like, especially Rory, who has a lot of engagement, being an Arsenal fan in the space, he can't win. If he's not bullish, they go, hang on, you've got every piece here, you spent loads of money, blah 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 blah. It's got to be this year. It's got to be now. It's got to be now. And if he does go, we're going to do it this year. You go, well, you sure you're going to do it this year? He bottled it the last couple of years, so he literally can't win.
No, well, no, nor should he win.
Whilst winning all the time.
Why should he win?
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You're winning. What do you want? It's like when Man City fans, like, I don't know if they do, but you'd imagine some of them are seeking respect from other football fans, maybe. But you don't get it, right? You get everything else. I've said this so many times before. If Arsenal are going to win the league, we're not going to respect you as well. We're going to find ways to pick apart and pick at and belittle what you've done. And that's our job. So don't expect anything else. Yeah. Rory saying we should do the quad is mental. It's never been done in the history of football in the Premier League.
It's never been easier either.
It's never been easier. Didn't you say that about Liverpool once? It's never been easier to do it.
I actually think it's now it's never been harder. A couple of years ago, it'd never been easier due to piss them off. Due to the fact that you sort of had the squad sizes, but Liverpool was so far ahead. Liverpool, Man City felt like they were so clear. I feel like for Arsenal to win the quad, what's quad 4, isn't it? To win the quad, they've got a battle against like Man City and Liverpool. Obviously, with all their riches, who got a good result in the Champions League. Although Isak's now injured, apparently.
Yeah, he come off at half-time. I've got a question about Liverpool.
Go on.
Groin injury, which is my favourite type of injury.
It's the only injury I think.
If they don't finish in the top 4, did the league win previously even really count?
Say that again.
Because
if they win...
Like, if you're that bad a champion that you finish outside the top 4, was there any point you even winning it?
Yeah, should you give it back?
If you finish 6th the season afterwards, what's the point? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure about that. I think, in isolation, the season...
Liverpool fans, let us know in the comments. Did it count?
Yeah, I'm sure they will. It's like 3 games in a week, isn't it? Like, you can't... Once you've passed that, is it 2 seasons in a season or is it not?
What I'm saying is, when you finish, if Liverpool finish 6th this season, are you like, well, at least we won the league last year, or are you like, get slot out? Where are you at? there isn't a Liverpool fan that can call for Slot's head this season.
I would say like we could be talking in 3 weeks' time, and Arsenal have like a couple of injuries, and the set pieces just like aren't totally enough, and Liverpool could with the attacking I think like I said, said it in the video, like 4-4-2, 4-2-4. Like, I think that is a good way of going moving forward. Maybe you can't do that now. I guess you can't do that now with this sack on the pitch, so that might make things different. But like they could like rattle through a few decent wins, and it's getting all tight again. And Man City, as we said, like aren't disappearing, so it's all up for grabs. But how would you feel about this? If say Liverpool just continues to struggle right throughout the season and are miles off it, bit like Arsenal was sort of miles off it by the end of it last year.
I know what you mean.
And that sort of diminished Liverpool's title. If Man City and Liverpool, like Arsenal, almost bizarrely need the other guys to, have a solid season, so that they could just kind of go like, no, there's nothing, you can't pick at this in any way. You were really good. You got 80 points. You got 80 points, but I'm afraid we got 90 points.
We are still digging at Liverpool then. I thought that bit was over.
I'm not digging at Liverpool. No, I'm digging at Arsenal. I'm sort of going, I'm fascinated. If Liverpool fall off a cliff like Arsenal did last year, or not fall off a cliff, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Man City had the disaster they had last year. I think that felt like Liverpool won it because they were brilliant, but they weren't wholeheartedly pushed. Do you know what I mean? Like we have seen, and like Liverpool have been pushed previously, and they've been very unfortunate to not win their league in those years. If Arsenal win it at a canter, and Man City and Liverpool and all those guys are sort of like in the 70 to 80 point range.
I get what you're saying. They need a competitor. They need a title.
This is the shit world we're living in now. That just winning it is not great. Bizarre is not enough.
Actually, like again, just back on Liverpool, is given the fact that they didn't have to compete against anyone, does it count? I know. I'm not saying it doesn't count, by the way.
Make sure you subscribe and then like, and then on your way down, let us know, guys. Let us know.
And click the Q link on the way through.
Yeah. If you want to, if you want nutrients whilst feeling nourished and keep that hunger away. I do get angry when I'm hungry as well. So actually, I feel like a Mahmood has come up actually in this last 20 minutes.
Maz is rattled.
Arsenal, our Arsenal moisty custodian, isn't he?
Yeah, who cares what the narrative is? Obviously you do. Otherwise you wouldn't say anything. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have said.
You would have let that go,
through you, Mazza.
Mazza, you would have let that go, son.
You let it go, mate.
Oh, dear.
Let it go.
Oh dear. Travelling Bostonian says, Liverpool fan here. I feel okay. We just won the league. It's so early in the year. No problem. Slot is class. The players are class. They'll figure it out, regardless of the result of the weekend. I was like, I just love that. Yeah, that is bulletproof. That is bulletproof behaviour from a football fan. That's what we want to see.
That is also Zen. Right? That's exactly where you want to be when following your football.
Can I read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
Liverpool fan, just like everyone's sort of quiet, like, oh, it's just 4 in a row. Liverpool fan here. I feel okay. We just won the league. It's so early in the year. No problem. Slot's class. Players are class. They'll figure it out, regardless of the result this weekend. And 5-1 against Frankfurt. Maybe they have.
Whoa. Having played Frankfurt literally 6 months ago, let's just don't get too carried away with that.
You know, they played, is it 3 games now? They've lost 5-1 twice and won 5-1 once. It's weird, isn't it?
Frankfurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, they score goals for fun as well. A bit of a goal machine in Germany.
Maybe that the sort of the openness of that would kind of help. But there's definitely in certain games that formation will massively help them.
Do you know how many top draw strikers they've had to sell Frankfurt as well?
Yeah,
they got 95 million for Kolo Muani. They got 70 million for Mamouche. Oh, no, sorry, this is euros, I think. Mamouche, and they got how much? 65 for Ekitike.
I feel like it was 70 something. Someone let us know in the chat. Yeah. But they've done really well. Who's next?
Yeah. Well, this is it. Well, if they're scoring goals and someone's bagging them, they must have a bagsman up there.
Bagsman. What was I talking about? That popped into my head there. Has anyone ever had just like a mental run of like results where it's like the same scoreline? Like
we had we had about 3-4 alls in one season, I think, under Martin Jol.
Really? Oh, Chelsea. Yeah. Can you name them? Chelsea, Arsenal.
I think we got beat 5-4 by Arsenal. There was a 4-all versus Leicester as well. Weirdly, there was a 5-4. There was a 4-all against Aston Villa in the Jol era.
Wow.
We went 4-1 down at home.
Can we talk about David Bentley for a second?
Yeah.
He's just a ray of sunshine. Like in the punditry game, I'm not expecting any like outrageous tactical like insight. But if he's got a nugget, then I'll listen to it. But when I see him, I'm smiling. It's just great. Like how many dour pundits do we have that you're like, you don't need to be there if you don't want to be there. David Bentley, in whatever he's doing, whenever I see him, my day is brightened. Bloody love him.
I've actually, it looks like I've actually got him for the lab. And you remember 10 years ago, I said, do you remember when we bullshit, like, who's your dream interview? And I was like, it's David Bentley.
Really?
He left football. And he was 28. He gave up and went, I just don't want to do this anymore.
You should listen to his Under the Cosh podcast. Yeah, it's good. He's funny. You could tell he struggles with being serious. But it doesn't mean he's not serious. Like
David Bentley is the kind of the lad that I grew up with in pubs and stuff. My brother Ryan's a little bit like him. He's like, it's just that type of that's my culture growing up.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I loved him so much.
The little sound effects he does is great. He's like, wee, wow. Billy, wee. And I was like, wee, blah. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely sort of, hyperactive, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's all right. That's it. Like, I remember Jimmy Bullard said, like, I could be with him and I love it, but then I need a minute. Like, cause he's just trained.
Jimmy Bullard saying that.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, shout out David Bentley. Bloody love him. Oh, that's exciting. I'll listen to that. That'd be wicked.
Yeah, it's not done and dusted, but we're close, I think.
Okay. West Ham. Good grief. Do you know who's got away with it a little bit?
Who?
Wolves. They've not won a game. No one's really no one's mentioned it.
The two Wolves fans I know, they both said that they knew they were down before the season even started.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, they are massively struggling. But it feels like kind of like they've accepted it already. Like I got a mate who was saying, because I kind of said the same thing to my mate, and he was saying he's got a friend who's Wolves, and he's like very very depressed about
it. Did you see our mutual acquaintance Dan Lawless on TalkSport with Simon Jordan?
I saw a snippet of I saw the first time he was on it, and I thought Dan was brilliant. But then I saw a clip of Simon Jordan being quite irate.
God,
using big words and being irate. Pillock.
Pillock. Well, Dan, look, it's not. There's that the sinking feeling Dan must have felt as Simon went off, because you got to remember, he controls that conversation, regardless of what you're saying. Simon Jordan, in that instance, is in complete control. Right? He has the mic. He can talk over you if you need to. His volume will be slightly heavier than yours, louder than yours, rather.
Yeah, Jim White defers to him.
Jim White, and he has the audience complete attention and mostly, I guess, their respect as well. So Dan is in a difficult situation there. And when Dan Lawless's problem, so he's a West Ham fan, and the biggest bone of contention, obviously, for West Ham fan is leaving Upton Park and moving to the London Stadium. And it's just a terrible place to watch football. They've been sold down a river, and by people that are custodians of the football club who won't be there in 5 years' time, and the fans will remain and have to pick up the pieces. It's, Spurs fan hat off. It's horrendous, and I feel for West Ham fans. I really do. I feel for them as a football fan, as a fan of the sport. What's happened there is terrible, and it cannot be turned back. That's the biggest thing. There's no way back. This is it now. So what there seems to be in coming from a section of the West Ham fan base is that they just want to move. They want out. They want someone to come in and build them a new stadium, and it's not going to. It does
sound. It sounds
mad.
Yeah.
And Simon Jordan's going to jump all over that. So I just felt for Dan in that moment where Simon started his rant, because you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, in my head, I could imagine his inner monologue going, "Oh no,
oh no, this is going to go really bad.
Stop now! Stop now! Stop now!
Stop.
Okay, okay. What do I say? How much did it cost him? How much did it cost? How much?
Stop.
Oh, how would it cost? How much would it cost her? How much did it cost? 300 million? Is that a lot?
the thing is that the Dan, he knows West Ham, right?
We love Dan, man.
No, he knows the football club and he knows West Ham. But
there's finance and business, isn't there?
Well, yeah, but also you're going on there you're going on TalkSport to give an impassioned plea about the state of your football club. That's what's important, not the particulars of this or an idea to change it. But obviously,
they want the opportunity to laugh at him.
Shark Tank.
That's the thing I would be very wary of that kind of thing, and I've probably not got the personality to be able to do something like that. To be strong enough to go, no, this isn't right. And that's why I thought Dan was so brilliant in the first one. But you've got that, once that moment happens, you just not, because that's what they want. They went like Jim White off camera is going, that's it, Simon, come on, get him. That's what he's doing.
Get him.
That's what the producers are going. Producers offline are going. Yeah. That's what they're trying to do. But yeah, poor Dan.
Well, I don't. I wouldn't agree completely that they're trying to get that clip, but I would say
they want clips, man. Come on, TalkSport want clips.
Of course, it's their currency. But I'm saying is that they didn't aim to trip him up. He just tripped up, and then they ran with it. And that's the thing. I've been on there many times, not on Simon Jordan, to be fair. I've been on.
Dan Lewis did literally go like that, didn't he? He just went, just teed him up.
Yeah.
You're right. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
The broad thought and love and desire for wanting your home back is completely valid. But once you kind of go,
and you are going to be
emotional. Some white knight to come in and buy a new stadium, and then you got someone like Simon Jordan going, do you know how that would work? And obviously Dan doesn't know.
That's not what this is really about. It's about them trying. The point he's making is the London Stadium is a hellhole for them. Yeah. That's the point. And he did trip up. But I do worry. I mean, I don't really care about West Ham. And, they're our rivals, so I don't want for the betterment of them, obviously. But I do wonder. Nuno keeps him in the league.
You still think that?
Yeah. Do you?
I think if I was betting, I would just about say yes. That first goal against Brentford, that is not good. That is a huge
There is a problem.
Issue. And West Ham have conceded 12 goals. We get the stats from Opta, so they've got a few stats here. West Ham have conceded 12 goals in four Premier League games at home.
At home?
Yeah. Brentford's 15 shots in the first half was their joint most in the opening 45 minutes of a Premier League game. Previously doing so at Bentley in 2023. Brentford were all over them. And Keith Andrews' team is happy to go long. They went, we don't need to do it. We can play through this lot. That is a real problem. Because energy is important. And they're low on it, man.
All I would say is that the Nuno's track record everywhere he's gone has been almost impeccable. And you could even argue that he wasn't given nearly enough time to imprint on Tottenham. So you would imagine that would consistently would continue. But I don't see him doing with West Ham what he did with Forest, because Forest's team under him and this season is even better in my opinion, even though they're players that he didn't want to brought in.
Yeah.
he just had the players there, didn't he? The Anderson signing was just world class for them.
Yeah.
Whereas West Ham, I don't think they have the same appetite as Marinakis does for Forest. And
that's a good point. Yeah, I agree.
Someone just tried to mug me off in the comments as well. I just want to address that.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that whenever you want.
Can we just say Wolves are worse than them? So and perhaps Burnley will get maybe Burnley will go down. I'm just saying there's a couple of teams that are probably a little bit more at risk than West Ham with Nuno in charge. Wolves definitely aren't one. And then some geezers going, name 5 Wolves players, Flav. I've done this already this season, haven't I?
I think you did. Well, I feel like you did. Right? It was Burnley, maybe.
Oh, shit. Was it Burnley? I thought it was Wolves. I thought I'd done it.
You got it in your locker, though. I think you got it.
Like they're supporters of this podcast. Like they pay, they're patrons, they're moist slugs, and then they want to try and hurt me?
I think
exposing my lack of football knowledge.
Holding someone accountable for high standards is the best gift you can give them.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. I can do this. They're a Premier League football club. I talk about the Premier League all day. They're a Premier League football club. Surely I can name 5 players from a team from Wolves.
Here we go.
João Gomez, Strand Larsen.
Yeah. Why am I writing it down? Yeah.
Belgrade.
Things I'm getting confused. It's from Bellegarde. Do you mean Bellegarde?
Bellegarde, yeah, said it. More said that. Then João Gomez.
Bizarrely, I've got in my head that he plays for someone else now. But I think you're right. Yeah. That's 3.
I've got 4, didn't I? Surely I got 4.
Strand Larsen, Gomez, Bellegarde.
João Gomez.
Yeah, you said that.
There's another one. Strand Larsen. I got the Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty.
4.
There is another one who plays for Brazil because they had 3 players, including Cunha, João Gomez, and Andre.
Yes.
Well done. Yes. Get it now.
Well done.
As someone said, Wolves are barely a Premier League team, so you don't really have to.
Wow, that's brutal. There's a few. Gomez is a funny one. Gomez is a great shot. If you'd gone Gomez and go which one, and you go both of them, then you would have been in a good place there because I think they've got 2.
I didn't know that they had 2.
I feel like they had to, or maybe they sold. Oh, they've got they got 1, 2. Yeah, they got 2 Gomez's. I think they sold one as well, didn't they? They got 3. Wow.
They got 3 Gomez's.
Toti Gomez.
I would have got Huang as well because
funny name, isn't it? Yeah.
It sounds like Wang. See,
yeah.
So
West Ham. Oh, and then finally, of course, Dyche's going to be. This is recorded prior to Sean Dyche managing in Europe. Gotta love it. Happy to have him back. It's good to have him back.
Not really, is it? It's not good to have him back, is it? How would it be good? He's back. That's enough.
Yeah, he's.
I'm not unhappy to have him back. I'd just rather playing Burnley when he was their manager was a fucking pain in the arse.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's so mad, isn't it? Like he's gone from one swing to the other way. Like in terms of like what you've got there. Do you know what though? This is it.
He's got the right.
Dyche, if you're just like he's landed on his feet here. Yeah. Okay, you got like. You got an owner that is ready to sort of.
You got Mad Marinakis, yeah. But he's got the profile of players he has is brilliant for Sean Dyche.
I think that's it. And you take that opportunity. You go, look, yeah, okay, I get there's a bit of noise there, but he didn't give a shit. Like I got a real chance to play with like actual really good footballers. Like that's like, mate. I'm excited for him in that sense. I've always wondered, like, what if Pulis had got, what if Pulis had been a manager of a big side? It'd be Arteta now, wouldn't it? Essentially, but could he have done it at that high level?
Good work. I love that.
It wasn't Thomas Frank.
It's not a joke.
Or is it Thomas Frank?
It is. Shush. Gone too far. Look at. Milenkovic. I think is going to play for a very big football club. I think not that Forest aren't a big football club. I just think he's class. I think he's really, really good.
Really?
Good on
the
ball.
You think he's better than Murillo? Or are you getting?
I do think he's better than Murillo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's overrated.
Okay.
Murillo's overrated. I think he's a bit of an egg. But Murillo and Milenkovic as the centre back pairing, like perfect. Get on it, son. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then you got the fullbacks who were absolutely fine.
Yep.
But you got midfield, like you got such Anderson, Yates, Douglas Luiz in that combative midfield. For Forest's position, mate, he's really good as well.
Yeah, Dyche will like him, won't he?
Yeah, and so there's just so, and then the attacking options are great as well. Hudson-Odoi, you got Gibbs White, and remember the other player.
Gibbs White, you got Amari Hutchinson. They got a new lad. I want to say he's called Baka. He's like quite exciting.
Yeah, well. Amari Hutchinson
and Chris Wood. Great. I would love to be a fly on the wall there. The embrace between Dyche and Wood as they go. Yeah, he'd be like you. Yeah.
Thank Christ.
Yeah. I only came here because of you.
Yeah.
That's what Dyche said already.
But you think of Dan Burn and you automatically think of Ashley Barnes and you think of Sam Vokes. That's what you think of.
Dan Burn?
No, did I say Dan Burn? I meant
Michael Keane?
What did I say?
You said when you think of
of Chris Wood and you think of Ashley Barnes.
Yep.
And Vokes.
Yeah, you said Dan Burn as well.
I said Dan Burn. Did I?
Unless I didn't
VAR check, boys. Can you go?
So said it's Dean Morgan all over again.
Can we have a little VAR check, boys? Can you go back and check whether I even mentioned Dan Burn? I'm almost convinced I didn't say Dan Burn. I think
did I just hear Dan Burn from that? Yeah, I thought you did.
I think you're gaslighting me. I did say it. I did. People saying I did say it. Christ.
Do you know what I'm realising is that I think if someone says that you've said something, you have. Not you. I mean, anyone. Like me as well.
Dan Burn confirmed.
Right. Let's have some fun, shall we? We've got...
do you know what's in my head? It's just because he's just a massive unit.
It's just big, big lumps, isn't it? Yeah. Lump chat.
I meant Sam Vokes and Ashley Barnes is what I meant.
Okay. So, keep an eye on him. Don't know if it's a new bit or not. I got this. I saw this comment. I just thought, lads and ladies in the chat, if you could just keep an eye on him. Smokey N420, who says, only been watching 2 episodes, but this is honestly one of my favourite podcasts ever. James and even Flav have great ball knowledge, despite being a Spurs fan. Absolute cinema.
Even Flav.
Keep an eye on this lad. Not sure about him.
What you don't like the cut of his jib?
It's just felt. I don't think it's a bot, but he's only been watching 2 episodes and he thinks and he loves it.
Keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on him, please.
He said even Flav. What does he mean?
He said you had great ball knowledge. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just, you just proved it. You just proved it.
But why are you laughing?
5 players.
I'm
still in the shadow of Dan Burn, which is what it wasn't a ball knowledge. That's not a ball knowledge comment. That's just a slip up.
You knew what I meant.
I knew exactly what you meant.
But I meant Chris Wood.
I know.
And the thing is, Jim, you can edit that out. You can edit all that out and make me look fine.
But I won't.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No. By the way, if you want to join us for our mailbag, we did our 200th mailbag yesterday, which was awesome. It's awesome that we've been able to get to that amount. You can watch every single one on Patreon if you become a moisty. So please join us. Jay Tomlins became a moisty for the first time, and he joined us yesterday, so that was nice. Is Jay here? I thought I saw him. Tell him, Jay. Tell him how great it is. Right. Biggest lumps last week. We were talking about that. It was a good point that someone made that.
Wait, you got clipped up. Did well. Did know that.
Has it done well? I haven't checked.
Whoa, too busy.
On to the next.
Are we?
On to the next.
On to the next thing.
Yeah. Just serving content.
I don't know if this is well, but then 50,000 views on Instagram.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Alex Pierce said, I didn't really think about this at the time. He said, opening a voice note with, we're talking about the greatest lumps and not providing any context is why we love Jaffin. Yeah, I forgot about that. In hindsight, he could have easily taken it the wrong way.
He's a delight. He's an absolute delight, isn't he, Troy Deeney?
Yeah, he's not Troy Deeney the player. That person has gone. Wilsh Broadbino says Wazza has to be the greatest ever lump. Did plenty of non-lump things to a high level, but at his core, that lad was a lump. I would agree with that. I think probably because Rooney's a better player than Drogba. I don't think there's much conversation there. Is there?
Yes. No, yeah, better all-round footballer, yeah.
Yeah.
But as a number 9.
But he's a lump. Well, but you call him a piggy, wouldn't you?
I would say he's more
put him in the piggy
than
bracket.
lump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can be 5'8" and be a lump.
Is he 5'8"?
Hey, look, he's got stature of 5'8", isn't it?
5'8" energy. Is that what we've got? Have I got 5'8" energy? No, I wish.
I don't think.
How tall is Wayne Rooney? Let's find out. Get your guesses in.
I'd say 5'8".
5'8"? I'd say 5'10".
Oh.
No way he's 5'8". Oh, what's that mean? 1.76. 5'9".
There we go.
In the middle. Interesting. So, where are we? Yeah, I agree. What I would like as a potential new bit for next week. So we've had piggy, 1-word descriptions for players, and then we can figure out
what players they are. That's good.
The greatest of all time when it comes to them. Okay. There's not many. I don't know if there's many to find, but give us a criteria and we'll find it. Caddy was tired. This was a top comment last week. People were not happy with you. They said, I think Flav had a bit too much headroom last week in the episode.
How are we today?
Really nice. Yeah, really nice. And beanie season as well, which is great. Someone saying in the chat before.
My favourite season.
Yeah. Was this? Are we in here for until March now? Beanie wise, you think?
Possibly.
Do you know that you just get food smaller and smaller ones on? That was so funny.
What else I got here? We're going.
Put a kapara. Is it called a kappa?
Yeah.
At the end of it. So yeah, Flav had too much headroom in this episode. So Monkey Suit then said that 231 likes. Went viral.
What is it? What did you say?
Last week we were having a bit of fun about your headroom, weren't we, at the start of the pod? Flav looks like Max Headroom. Clever. Boggy LCFC says maybe there's been an expansion in the shed. Sadly not. And this great, loved it. I quite enjoyed this. A said he looks so cute and petite. Poor bloke. That's a nice little power move there. What else we got here? All right, egg chat. Just quickly get that kind of done and dusted. Ryan Hart 836 says, thing is, if Flav had said he'd eaten 6 boiled eggs, you'd think he was mental. 6 scrambled eggs. It's okay in a weird way.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is true.
It's because it's not as hard. Like a soft-boiled egg is less filling than a hard-boiled egg. Another little hack for you. Yeah. Imagine having one of them. An egg. A hard-boiled egg. Bit unbearable. This isn't normal. It's kind of on the same note, and we're sort of drifting into chat that we've probably had before. But Dan Coates, I once ate 12 Cumberland sausages in a day and a half. My stomach was not happy. Dan B. Sorry, can I just finish this bit? It's important, very important. Danny B replied. There was one reply. It was Danny B. So Dan Coates has said that he ate 12 Cumberland sausages in a day and a half. Danny B said, light work. Prove it, Danny B. I would like a video, please, Danny.
What, a 12 and a half Cumberland sausages?
I want you eating sausages with your phone, showing the time. I want you to show the time and eat the sausage, okay? And it needs to be within a day and a half. You need to eat 13 Cumberland, specifically, sausages, please.
I'd quite like him to eat that 13 Cumberland sausages in 13 minutes. That's what I would like. I
think you could do that easily. Do you know what would be the biggest problem? Do you know what? I don't know. I'm so scared to say it. Sausages give me the hiccups.
Do they? Why are you laughing? Why is that funny?
It's just weird, isn't it? Often, I think I'm a bit too excited to eat them, so I'm sort of gasping air whilst I'm eating them. And I always get hiccups.
What? When you sit down and you think, I'm going to have a meal tonight, the missus is cooking, or I might cook it, whatever it might be, you're like, I am buzzing for this.
Yeah.
Because
what's the meal?
my missus made. Yeah, what's the meal for you? My missus last night made. I said, "What do you fancy for dinner tonight, love?" And she went, "I fancy making a meatball pasta bake," which you're like,
bake.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, it's like pasta bake, but with meatballs, I guess.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm surprised you've never heard of that. Yeah, but I don't know what she did with it. But it was honestly the most the moreish thing I've ever eaten in my life. I was watching Spurs and going.
But you don't eat meat, do you?
I had a veggie one.
Oh, okay.
She made one for herself and the kids and one for me because she's great. Yeah. I couldn't concentrate on the football. I could concentrate on going back to the pot.
Yeah,
it was sensational.
Had she let it rest? You know, like a lasagna, you got to let that lasagna rest for a sec.
You bake it, let it fall
away. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I do. What is it? I get excited about sort of binge eating. So like safe binge eating, if that makes sense. Like massive, if I've got myself, or pasta's definitely a problem. Like I want a large amount of pasta.
Yeah,
like that is a thing. Quite funny actually. This week, so Fam had made this. She's made this like sausage tray baked thing with vegetables and stuff like that. Really nice. And I'd been working to get the Liverpool game, so then I came out and there was some left, but there was also some leftovers from the day before, and there were so on the plate that was left there for the leftovers, there were 3 sausages. And she said,
save these for the boy.
She went, yeah, she was 3 sausages. I went, okay. She went, oh, yeah, you can have that. I go, well, there's that bolognese that needs eating, isn't there? So maybe I'll just have that because I was like, that needs eating.
And you also, I want the bolognese more than the sausages. So
I think I probably did, if I'm honest. But she says, she then went, oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we can. There's enough. We can have a leftover for Koa's lunch the next day, right? And then she kind of pushed again. She pushed again, like not in a harsh way, but like she was like, oh, you can have that. And I went, if there's not, if you're taking one of the sausages away for Koa's leftovers, I'm not eating that. Because I was just like, I'm not eating. That's not dinner. I'm not eating 2 sausages. I refuse to eat 2 sausages. There has to be. If it's a meal, there has to be 3 sausages there. I'm not eating 2. So I'm gonna have the pasta. You can have that for your lunch. Which is a shame because it looked really nice.
Did you at that moment? Do you think she thought, I can't believe I married this man? I'm such a lucky woman.
Yeah.
Probably. Look, either you give me the 3 sausages or I'm just not eating it.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm at.
So, I'm like, well, yeah. I was like, well, is that you put in there is that Co's lunch? Well, then I'm not eating that. It wasn't like I'm like aggressive. I was like, well, I'm not. That's not going to work for me. This isn't going to work. Yeah.
All this, no.
Anyway, Danny B, it's on you, mate. You can't just there are consequences to your words. Light work. You said you could do 12. I reckon you could do 12 in a day. I think you could do 12 in a sitting. Let's be honest. Crack on. And if you get hiccups, you're disqualified.
No, I want you to visit. I want him a video. We'll speed it up of him eating 12 Cumberland sausages in 12 minutes. And we'll put it on the show. We'll speed it up.
Mazza had a lot of comments today. She is raising 2 toddlers. How am I a toddler? I want man portions. All right.
Yeah. Mazza, also mind your business.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Steady on. New bit. This is good. Right. Anyone else? Is the name of the new bit. Okay. So is there like anyone else? Does anyone else do this? Inspired by Harry Payne, who said, anybody else got any really weird habits that started as a one-off, but now you can't stop doing it? Until very recently, I worked in a pub while living at home with my parents at a house in the countryside. I used to finish work at about 11 p.m. and usually would stay behind for a pint with my workmates before driving home. One time, I was absolutely bursting for a piss by the time I got home, and when I was walking up the garden towards the house, I stopped. And because I could see all the lights were off in the house and my parents were asleep, I decided to piss outside whilst stargazing. No light pollution in the countryside. It was absolutely magical. This quickly became my late night ritual after a pint at work, having a tinkle whilst admiring the beauty and wonder and vastness of the observable universe. Unfortunately, due to muscle memory, I now feel the urge to pee anytime I walk up the garden, regardless of the time or day or who I may be with at the time. Anyone else ever had anything like this? Zacco replied, said, I love a good wilder piss. Thankfully, never developed the habit of a regular one, but I see how it's hooked you. The nature, the open air, the hint of steam. Good luck kicking the addiction.
Do you ever, when you're lying in bed and you think, it's like you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, do I need a wee or not?
Mate, I'm having a real problem with that at the moment. Like, I can't get through the whole night without needing a wee.
What, do you drink lots of water before bed?
I guess I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I need to.
Yeah.
I need to kind of get on, but not outrageously. I didn't think.
If you drink a couple of hours before bed, even if it's a glass of water, you'll need to piss at some stage. So,
do you do this, or is there any other weird habits? Do you know, once we got the when we got the house, the last house, and I have carried it on once here. I do have a compulsion to wee in my own garden because it's mine.
Will you go outside into your garden and piss?
Sometimes, like if the urge strikes in that moment. So you remember the last place, like the garage is at the back, so you'd have to go out a lot. And sometimes like the cold would catch you, and then you kind of might need a wee. Or it'd be late, and our toilets are up the stairs, so I wouldn't want to have to go all the way back up the stairs. So do you know what? I'm just going to go wee here, and then that'd be quite empowered because it's my earth. That's my garden.
Does the wife know about this?
I think she's seen it. I would be discreet. I'd pop around the corner, but also I think she has caught me, and I've gone. It's my garden. You know, I sort of go like, you know, this is, you know, like a dog marking his territory.
We have the issue in that. Oh, you've been to our house, haven't you?
Not the new one.
No, not the new one. I mean, I haven't even been to the new one. It's so far away. Anyway, forget it. The old house. You came round.
I don't think I've been to the old house, mate. Do you know how ridiculous?
Have you not?
Cool, because we did wine tasting, didn't we? Instead,
we had busy.
To piss up, didn't we?
You are very busy.
It's fucking miles away.
And it is miles away, yeah. Fuck's sake.
I thought you were hurt there for a second. I thought you were upset.
No, I got a message from doesn't matter. So I'm upstairs. And the toilet is all the way downstairs. Yeah.
So
I'm like, I need my body to tell me, do I need a wee or not? Because if I can go back to sleep, we're all good. If I have to go for a wee, I will. But just let me know. Am I in need here? Sometimes my body won't let me know.
That's annoying. But the thing is, as much as it's the wee, it's the getting up, and it's the first bit of the getting up, isn't it? It's not like once you're there, like you're up. But it's that effort of rolling and getting up. That's the thing that you don't want to. You just don't really want to do in the middle of the night. Living rent free. So yeah, if you got any weird things that you want to know if anyone else does this, let us know in the comments. Living rent free. Jordan Cushion says, I am moist, rarely comment anything, but listen religiously. All I wanted to say was that I still think about sauna chat every time I listen to the pod. And I feel like the tactics board, brackets can't even remember if that's what you used for the sauna seated graphics, should be used more for non-footballing explanations, only forwards. So similar thing. Happy to get the tactics board out, available, links in the description, for such a low price, and it's a really good product. But yeah, if you have got anything you'd like us to sort of break down, we can do that. That would be quite good. Kids crying. We could do that on the tactics board, and like pause it and circle it and stuff. You're not listening, are you?
No, I am. In terms of kids upset at football, it reminded me of a clip that's gone viral this week of this kid leaving a Jets game, an NFL game.
Oh yeah, I did see that. What do you think of that?
It felt like me. I felt like I understood him exactly.
God, to explain it to people.
So this is we should probably send it to you. It's better because you can see the pain in his face. Yeah. But he's a Jets fan, and he comes out, and these people are just waiting to speak to disgruntled fans and try and get a soundbite out of them. And this kid was walking past him, goes, "Do you want anything to say?" And he hesitates, goes back and goes, "I hate this team. He goes, I was made to be a Jets fan. I'm never going to change my team. I'll always be a Jets fan, but I just hate this team. And then just walks off. Like every football fan at some stage has felt like that.
Yeah, I've got
Have
it.
you got it?
Yeah, I'm getting it up now. So here it is. I haven't put the. Do you want to hear it too? Do you need to hear it?
No, I can hear it. That's fine. So we'll just play it for the peeps.
Okay, here we go.
I hate this team.
Y'all see them and get your thoughts on the game.
I hate this team.
Oh.
I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
Y'all see them and get your thoughts on the game.
So brutal, man. It's just like
Are they rubbish then, Jets? I'd imagine they're just never
so
win.
they are. Yeah, they've just been bad for a long, long time. I think
Is
they
it
won.
quite difficult to be bad for a long, long time? Like, surely every team seems to have their day, more or less. Or is that not the way it works?
I think, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think it comes around somewhat, but I think the best players want to play at the best team, so I think often that will like affect things. So they
Lost 7 on the bounce. I've just seen.
have they,
Poor kid.
mate. They're kind of known for being pretty bad. They've only appeared in a Super Bowl once in 1969, the third ever Super Bowl. Yeah.
Do you think, Jim, like when you're, and it just goes because it was chosen for him. It was his father's team or wherever it might be.
Mm.
Do you think should kids have a choice? Like if Koa has an opportunity to, and he wants to support Liverpool, because his life, in a sporting sense, would be easier and he'd be happier. Should you, as a father, give him that opportunity?
No.
No, you're right. He shouldn't. He absolutely shouldn't. No,
because you can't.
That ain't the way it works.
No, that's not the way it works. I think I'm this sound bad. This might sound bad, and it's nothing against anyone else. I think I'm a better person for being a QPR fan.
Absolutely, I'm a more well-rounded person than an Arsenal fan. I'm a decent, good.
Not about
human
other
being.
fans, but like I think you have to. I also think, without going too deep, it's one where I'm like. I don't feel like I'm not like a Scouser or like from Manchester or like Irish or, I've not got a lot of that, something to kind of connect to in terms of just this is who you are. And so QPR, like I don't have a choice in that. And that, therefore that is me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so if I just get to choose, and it's not against anyone, like you get the hand that you're dealt, but this is my lineage, and yes. I don't have much lineage. Obviously, I'm Scottish, and my mum's very proud of that, and like we're proud of that to a point. But again, I've not lived in Scotland. Do you know what I mean? So that makes life, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as authentic. Whereas QPR is me and my dad, and we see the game the same way. We like behave the same way, and so if I was able to choose. I don't know. It just, I like that I wasn't allowed to choose. Actually,
yeah, same. It was never a choice. Lineage. You said it there. Like if you're born in Nigeria, you are Nigerian. It isn't a choice. You're born there. That's who you are. If you're born in Spain, you're Spanish. There's no choice.
Mm.
If you're born in London, the choice can never be and should never be Liverpool. You've got 5 fucking massive football clubs to choose from, and you go, nah, actually, Manchester United. I was talking to Dan.
But
earlier.
you got for me, I don't have a choice because my dad is a severe QPR fan. But I like that. I like that. But I know people that their dad will be I know people that have been a fan of big teams and are now fans of smaller teams because of a different desire for a connection. There's so many different ways you can support a team. I'm not having to go at anyone here. I'm just saying. I think for Koa, ideally he will enjoy the meaning of the lineage.
It will take a while for him to get there, but eventually we'll enjoy it. And And but this is what I'm saying is like Dan was having a conversation with Dan earlier, and he was asked a question about whether or not we got to a point where he's frustrated the fact that Stormzy and Dave come from essentially what is Crystal Palace's most locale, basically,
Right.
the closest team, but they both support Manchester United.
Yeah.
And he's just like, we're right there.
Yeah.
We're right there, and you chose Manchester United, which is why I can never really. I don't know if I've said this to you or on this podcast before. Maybe I have said it on this podcast before, but like we can debate about football. But if you're from Essex and you've chosen to support Manchester United, we can never really debate about football because what you say doesn't really impact me.
Okay. Noted. In terms of living rent free, a couple of other goes on. Derek says, first of all, before you ask, yes, I am dry. Secondly, I started a FIFA career mode as QPR as a response to last week's pod. It took one league game for me to begin to hear James and Flav speak about my flying start to this season in my head on a pretend podcast. I am a husband and a father, but somehow I have the energy to conjure up fake podcasts in my mind, responding to a video game I control. I wouldn't change a thing. Greetings from the USA. Derek, I love that.
Legend,
That's
Derek.
what this community is about. Comments like that, absolutely
Thank you, mate.
sensational.
That is
And
great.
Travelling Bostonian back again. I'm the American lad who embarrassingly ate 1 pound of pasta with spag bowl flavoured sauce instead of actual spag bowl. And I think we have
I remember that. Yeah, so we should. That's not fucking the thing, is it? We are. So the people that don't know, if this is too niche, we set out a challenge to our listeners for them to eat 750 grams of beef and what is it, 1,000 grams of pasta,
I guess so,
think.
yeah.
and which is an insane amount of food. And loads of people tried it and sent in videos, but he did it with just pasta and pasta sauce,
Yeah.
which is it's like you're removing all the beef. You're cheating. Like we're not.
So it's sad that you remember. It's sad that you barely remember absolutely shitting on me on the pod, and I only
I do
this
remember
week
that.
was able to enjoy a normal amount of spag bowl again. Upon reflection of watching that video back, I had a real sort yourself out, lad moment, pep talk with myself, and I'm now happily married and expecting my first child. All thanks to Flav. Glue Sticks replied, "Up the pod." There you go, mate. What a Flav! Look, changing lives.
I mean,
A child was born because of your hazing.
I mean, it feels like this sausage chat from earlier has come full circle here, and another eating challenge is on the cards.
Feels like it's on the way. I think sausage is going to be fun.
I just think if there's anybody out there who thinks they can eat 12 sausages in 12 minutes, we want to know about it.
Oh, I love that. I think I could do that.
Jim, you should give it a go. Look, I mean, a veggie sausage doesn't count. It doesn't have the.
No, you got to have the Cumberland density. It's got to be Cumberland.
Yeah. All right. So if anyone's out there who thinks like they can eat, and what do we give them as a prize?
We'll
think of something.
Well, we're working towards a live show, so certainly
So free
tickets, VIP, whatever that
Three
means.
plus one.
We'll buy you a
you'll be-
drink. Both buy you a drink.
You'll be brought. No, you'll be brought on stage.
We're brought on stage, lauded by the slugs, and
You'll have at least 200 people chanting your name.
Yeah.
If your name's Dave and you do it, they will chant your name. The what's the name of the place? What's the name of the place?
Hippodrome.
The Hippodrome in Leicester Square. Your name will be echoing throughout it.
Yes, that's what we're on. Yeah, if you can get the job done. And that was
Get the job
Danny B,
done.
wasn't it? It was Danny B. I don't want anyone else. I want Danny B --7 U.
If he can't do it, then we'll open.
Then we'll open it up.
We'll open it up
Yeah.
for everybody else.
So don't waste your time just yet.
Yeah. I mean, get some practice in. You might get the opportunity.
Could do. Yeah. It's like a marathon, isn't it? Can you do 5? Next week, can you do 6? Yeah. And last but not least, which one's funny? All right. Actually, they're pretty quick. So Saturday 69, why did I say that? Bit of a continuous why did I say that, but I used to run a Sunday league team, and for 4 years I would name the team, and I'd always pick a kid called Sam Moon at centre-back. Mooney, you're starting centre-back, I'd say. Every single week until 1 week, a kid asked me why I called Sam Willis Mooney all the time. Turns out Mooney is a name people called him behind his back because he had a big, round, pale face. He absolutely hated me. Yeah, that's tough. And then Mooney. And then what? Yeah, why did I introduce them? This isn't a why did I do that?
Mooney. He had a big. Everyone called him Mooney. Such a good nickname.
Jordan Cushion. Second comment, power move. Subject, why did I say that? Well, here's a power move, Jordan. I didn't even read the first one. I went to a wedding recently, and the only person I really knew was the groom himself. Naturally, my wife and I were sat with a load of other strays. Got chatting to a lovely bloke, person A in this story, and I said I knew the groom through football refereeing. He said he played in the Arthurian League, something like that anyway, and I asked if I knew it. I said I hadn't, and the conversation moved on, and I didn't think much more of it. Later, I was speaking to another total stranger, person B, and again, I said how I knew the groom through reffing. He, in a weird coincidence, said that his dad was a big-time referee in the Arthurian League, and asked if I knew of the league and or his dad, Keith Sadler. Again, this is not his actual name. I politely said no, that I didn't, but I did know of somebody else who played in this league at the wedding, and couldn't believe my luck that I could now bring these two random people together of their shared beloved football league, the Arthurian League. I dragged person A over to person B, and before I had the chance to even introduce them, person B said to person A, I hear you might know Keith Sadler, before person B even had time to mention that Keith was his dad. Person A then excitedly replied, oh yeah, the pedo. Silence. And what felt like hours passed by as I realised that what I had just done. Person A was desperately backtracking, but to no avail. Oh no, not him. Another Keith. And that must have been another Keith. Horrible. This is less of a why did I say that? Yeah. But rather, why did I introduce them? There we go.
Good.
Lovely stuff. Great pod. Enjoyed that. Lots of new bits there for people to get tucked into. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll be back next week.
All right.
All
Sweet.
right. Links in the description for Huel if you want to get involved. Cheers. Bye.